What's up, everybody? It's David again. Today we are going to be opening up some vintage Magic packs. I actually have two Magic Origins packs to show everybody. Here's the two different cover arts. So we're hoping to pull a flip Jace from that. And we have 8 Battle for Zendikar packs. And I believe there's a couple different pack arts. I always like looking at the different pack arts for stuff, and but now they've started getting lazy and making the pack arts the same on everything. So let me know if y'all have any interesting stories or any like interesting pulls from these sets back whenever people were running sealed events for these. Like I said, they're probably about 6 years old by now. But we'll go ahead and start with one Magic Origins, and then we'll do a Battle for Zendikar, and then kind of stagger it a little bit. So let's see what we get here. Like I said, I'm fairly new to Magic. My first set that I started on was Return to Ravnica, and I bought a little bit since then. I know I really like Theros with the gods on there. So we've got a Subterranean Scout, an Auramancer, Touch of Moonclove, Act of Treason, Might of the Masses, Screeching Scab. I don't need to read off the names. You guys can see all the cards. The video's a little blurry. Hang on, let me adjust. Here we go. The Bogart Brute, Unholy Hunger, Mantle Webs. We'll speed it up a little bit. Just now getting to the uncommons, and it looks like we have a Mythic, Day's Undoing. Each player shuffles his or her hand and then graveyard into his or her library, then draws 7 cards. If it's your turn, end the turn. Looks pretty good. So we'll put that aside for one pull. And then we got a Goblin, 1/1 Goblin token. I loved running Krenko, the 10th Street Goblin, or whatever his name is, and just spam a bunch of goblins on people until they get rid of him, and by then it's too late. And you just got mindless goblins that you can throw at people. Alright, so we've got the Battle for Zendikar pack that we're opening next. Alright, so we've got some Eldrazi drones to start with. I've always been kind of a green mana player myself. I like the big creatures. So I'm definitely looking forward to this new Phyrexian creature that's coming out in the what's the name of the set? I'm already drawing a blank. Kaldheim set that should be releasing at some point next week. But we'll see what all we get. Hoping for that super rare one. Here's our rare, the Woodland Wanderer. There's a green creature with vigilance and trample. I love me some trample for sure. So we'll set that aside for the rare. And we will grab a Magic Origin, our last Magic Origins pack with, I believe is that Nissa on the front? Or I don't remember. Like I said, I'm fairly new to the game. We are probably going to start trying to run some events here local in our area. So I will let y'all know whenever we start running some events. So that way we can hope to see some of y'all maybe in those events. Just don't go too crazy. Still learning the rules, so I don't want to have to break up any fights over any rules or anything. So we're looking for some high value cards with these being old sets, and we have another Mythic now. Kithion, Hero of Akros. He looks like he is actually a flip card with the Planeswalker. So Human Soldier, legendary creature, 2/1, 1 mana the cost. And the flip is the Gideon Battleforged Planeswalker. Like I said, any Planeswalker to me is always a good Planeswalker. I know that's not the case, but every time I think of Planeswalkers, I think like, oh, there's something crazy about them. But some of them are kind of garbage sometimes. Some aren't. Who knows? It depends on what deck you run with it. So next we've got more. It'll pretty much be straight Battle for Zendikar. Here on out, we are done with the Magic Origins. Alright. So I'm going to kind of speed through these here a little bit. Since most people are probably just looking for the big cards. Like I said, I'm not too sure what exactly we're looking for out of most of these sets. Oops, and there's another mythic, the Blight Herder, Eldrazi. 4/5, 5 mana to cast of any color. Looks like he could be pretty good. Actually, that's a rare, not a mythic. Excuse me. The coloring just looked a little off for a sec, but either way, it looks like he's pretty powerful. So he'll definitely be a fun one to play. Of course, none of these cards are in standard anymore because they're so old. But when you play with your friends, they may not care as much. So unless you got friends like I do, where they'll care if they get beat by it, but then otherwise they don't care. So, but we are back on to the next pack now. So far we've gotten 2 rares and 2 mythics out of 4 packs, which of course you're always going to get a rare. So, but 2 mythics out of 4 packs is always pretty good. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and I always like these specialty lands that have like special side effects and whatnot, but they become big targets for land removal decks. Oh, and we actually just saw that we have a foil in the back there a little early. Hopefully it's a foil rare or foil mythic. That would be definitely pretty great. It doesn't look like it's going to be. Here's our rare for the set. Another Eldrazi creature, the Duststalker. Looks like a character that I'd play. Oh, devoid. This card has no color. Oh, wow. Okay. So, yeah, it's probably one that can fit into pretty much any deck. And it looks like a foil common. It's an instant. So that's pretty good. Any foils are good, whether it's common or uncommon. It just helps bling out your deck a little bit. Like I said, next week when Kaldheim comes out, I plan on getting a collector's box of that. So we will definitely be opening that on the channel. And I usually pick up all my product from GameNerds.com. They got some pretty good prices, so I'll try to get everything that I play and board games and whatnot from them. Oops, we'll go ahead and just set these down. Try to find anything special. There's another rare. It's a sorcery spell. Planner Outburst and destroy all non-land creatures. Destroy spells. My buddies always ran those. It made it very tough playing anything against them. Destroy and counter and real blue heavy decks. Definitely are no bueno for big green creatures. Let's see what we've got here. Speaking of big green creatures, Thorn Reef Hydra. I know they've had a lot of Hydras recently in some sets, so it'll definitely be interesting to run like Hydra Serpent decks, especially with the new Serpents coming out in Kaldheim. He looks to be kind of beefy, so we'll see how much play he gets, but being able to create all these Serpents and then sacrificing Serpents, it's going to get real nasty. That's probably the card that I'm going to say is going to hold the most value in that set for sure. Probably followed by, of course, that Phyrexian languaged, like, you know, big creature. I forget what its name is, but for sure, definitely going to be some interesting cards. And we've actually got ourselves a Veteran War Leader rare. Not the best of pulls, at least from what I can tell. We're definitely wanting some mythic stuff. Sorry, my camera tried to leap off the table real quick. Let's get it set back up. All right. And like I said, I know I made a HeroClix unboxing video on here. Let me know if there's any types of things that y'all would like to see, whether it's Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Magic. I can pretty much cover it all. I've bought some of all of it. I know a little bit more about Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh than I do about Magic, but most of the Magic that I know is from Magic Arena online. So if you ever want to play, just comment down below and I'll add your name. And we'll try to get some games going. I'm just slowly getting back into it. Last time I played that, I think, was not too long after Ikoria came out. Like, I think I played a little bit of Commander Legend, and then I had kind of stopped. We've got a rare land. And not too bad. I don't know if this is one of those special lands that a lot of people like collecting that I always hear about, shock lands. I'm not so sure if that's one of them. I don't know quite what those do. Like I said, I'm a noob, so make fun of me down below. I'll get better, though. I promise I'll get better. But, alright, so the next one. We've seen a lot of this blister pod, so hopefully it's a good one to have a bunch of, but I guess we'll see. Minotaurs. I know I ran a Minotaur deck in Historic on Magic Arena, and it's pretty nasty. I had one Minotaur creature that spawned another Minotaur each time one was played, and then I had a card that flipped a coin, and you created a copy of all those, so then that would spawn a bunch of Minotaurs and then trigger him. It's kind of nasty. And we got a Defiant Bloodlord as the rare flying vampire. I know my friend's all about vampire decks, so he'll definitely probably like this card. And that will wrap up the video for today. Like I said, let me know if you got any interesting stories with any of these cards that we pulled today, or if there was any big money cards that I might have missed. I don't believe so, but like I said, take care, and we will see y'all next week.